Today let's learn civics lesson number 2, preamble to the constitution. Open your books to page number 68. The constitution is the fundamental and the highest law of any country, and there are aims and purpose to make this law. Then it is made on the basis and after clarifying some important rules and objectives. Then a systematic arrangement is made how it should be done, and the preface, that is introduction to the Indian Constitution, is called preamble. So again I repeat, the preface to the Indian Constitution is called the preamble, and this preamble sets the objectives. Now if you see, we all are Indian citizens, and the preamble tells us what we have to do, or how we have to live, how we have to lead our life, and the rules to achieve as a people. Then there are values, thoughts, ideas, and in all this there are very noble ideas, thoughts and values. The entire constitution lays down the provision through which these goals are to be realized. And so when we say the preamble, we say, and we begin with the words like we the people of India. We don't say like India is my country. We don't say my, I we don't say. We say we. And so it talks about the resolve to the Indians to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. So we say all that. Now let's learn what is a sovereign state. Now sovereign means, if you see, we have become free. That is, India became sovereign, and we are now free to take our decisions and to do our own rules we have, and we have the laws. We were under the British rule, and on 15th August 1947 India became free. So the word sovereign means that we are not under the rule of any other country or any other foreign power. So the most important goal of our freedom struggle was to gain this sovereignty, that is the freedom, and it means ultimate authority to govern yourself. Means we are ruled by our own people, not by others. And so in a democracy, sovereignty is rests with the people. We elect the representatives, that we elect the chief minister, we elect the prime minister, and then we give them the permission to work on the behalf of the other people or us. Thus it reflects the principle of popular sovereignty, and the government elected by the people makes laws on behalf of the people. So if you see, there are laws. The prime minister has made the laws, the chief minister has made the laws. Today if you see, in this pandemic, we can say some states, they have lockdown. That is, no movement is there, no other vehicles are used, there is no transport system, there is no migration, no people are allowed to go from one part of the state to others. And there are states where it is free, they can move because there is no danger of this illness. So let's learn the next part, that is the socialist state. Then this is also state where the gap between the rich and the poor is minimum. Means we have a society system. All have a right over the wealth of the country. We have the right over the wealth of the country, and the wealth is not concentrated in the hands of a few people. Now what is the wealth? Everything, the roads, all the necessities, all the money, everything. If you want money, you can go and get it from the bank. Whatever you want, you have full right on the country. The next is the secular state. The preamble states secularism as one of our goals. Means what? We all people are equal. Though we are staying in different states, we belong to different religions, we are all Indians. No one religion is considered as the state religion or the great religion. The citizens are free to follow their own religion. If you see, today we have different types of religions in our country, different festivals, and everybody is following their own religion and practicing it. So there is no discrimination among the citizens of the basis of religion. Then we come to know that we have a democratic state. Now again, democracy means what? The sovereign power is in the hands of the people. If you don't want the government, we can have the elections and we can appoint any other party as the new ruling government. Government makes the decisions and draws up the policies according to the situation or to the need. Government takes important financial, social and other decisions to promote common welfare. The people are not able to come together to do all these things. Therefore, we elect the leaders. Now in the class also, if you see, you have noticed, we have monitors, we have class monitors, we have room monitors who do all these things. Then we have the captains. These representatives sit in the institution created by this constitution, that is the parliament or the legislature and the executive, and they take the decision for the entire population. And so if you see, when are the schools going to start, when are the transport systems going to start, when we'll have lockdown, all these things are discussed by the representatives. Now students, please read this till 4th we have cleared. Next part will clear in the next period. Now you read this lesson, underline the new words and learn them. Okay, thank you.
हेलो बोल के
हम लोग सब स्केल है ना 4th में से